It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Southtown Star newspaper, and we are at Standard Bank on 95th and Pulaski Road in lovely Oak Lawn. All right, plenty of branches here for, throughout the Chicagoland area and Northwest Indiana for Standard Bank. We got a great show for tonight. A couple guests. We're gonna a lot of St. Rita, folks. A lot of St. Rita. St. Rita hockey coach Brian Coleman will be our guest. We're gonna talk all things Mustangs. They have a big playoff game Thursday night, 7:55 at Southwest Ice Arena. And we're also going to have a member of Standard Bank's team on. Nick Parisi, yes, a vowel on the end of that last name. He's an Italian man. Nick is the Group Senior Vice President of Mortgage Division at Standard Bank. And Standard Bank, high school parents, they have a great e-checking program. No monthly maintenance fee. Students can make mobile transactions or use their debit card. Parents can easily transfer money between their Standard Bank accounts. It's designed for students, and guess what? Parents love it. So you can jump on standardbanks.com. They have all types of information there. But with Nick, we're going to stick with mortgages. First-time home buyers, folks that want to have a reverse mortgage, people who want to move up a little bit in their homes. Nick's going to answer all those questions. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Gerard, my guy, wants a Beggar's Pizza bag. We return lots of stuff. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a pepperoni sausage, green peppers and onions. Don't forget the extra cheese, large pizza. Oh, by the way, I also make house calls. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
For over 60 years, Standard Bank has been a part of your neighborhood, supporting sports and other activities, working with communities as they grow and thrive, helping businesses and families to reach their financial goals. In communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, your neighborhood is our neighborhood. We can help you reach your financial goals by growing your money with My Green Checking. Interest checking with no minimum balance and no monthly fees. To learn more, visit standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, our first guest, Nick Parisi, Group Senior Vice President of Standard Bank's Mortgage Division. He is our first guest. Nick, Paisan,
hey,
how you
Pat,
doing,
how
man?
you doing? Good to
Thanks,
be here.
Thanks for coming on board. Appreciate it.
You bet.
All right, people looking to qualify for a loan, a down payment assistance, reverse mortgage assistance. You're the man for this. But at this point in time, great time to buy a home, right? This is an ideal time, American dream, and you're the man that can help fulfill that dream.
It is an ideal time. I mean, rates are still at all-time lows. I mean, I remember when I got into the business, I thought we'd never see the rates that you saw during the GI loans when they came from World War II. It was 4.5%. My gosh, you'll never see that again. Here we are. And home prices, they're still relatively low, but the good news is they've stabilized and are on the rebound, so I think it's a perfect time to buy.
Okay. What about from a customer standpoint? Who are the ideal customers?
You know, the ideal customer for us, they take many shapes and sizes. It's really anybody who wants to buy a home who's qualified. I mean, the ideal customer, I think one thing they should do is talk with one of the professionals we have. One of the things we do is we pre-qualify folks to get them prepared for the home buying process, to let them know what they can afford and really what they should afford. We don't want to put people in homes that they can't afford.
Yep.
And so if they would talk to a representative, they would pre-qualify them at no charge. And you know, there's the first-time home buyer just wanting to get in that first house, or the move-up buyer. The fact of the matter is, despite what we hear, for 70% of the American public, owning a home is still the American dream. And I can't think of a better time now to realize that dream. And as you alluded to earlier, there's a variety of home buyers assistance programs, down payment assistance programs that most home buyers are unaware of. And I don't say this because I'm at Standard Bank, but the fact is we probably have the broadest array of first-time home buyer down payment assistance program in the Chicagoland area.
Yep. And it can be an overwhelming process to purchase a home. So what would you suggest for our viewers who are looking to either, you know, first-time buyers or someone who's looking to, you know, step up in a home purchase? When do they contact the bank? When do they come to Standard Bank and say, here, this is what we want to do, let's get rolling here?
Well, I think one of the first things they should do is, you know, individually as a household, realistically set a budget, what their expectations are, what they have available for housing, you know, realistically. Then they should sit down with a representative, you know, call the branch, go into the branch. I mean, we can even do this online.
Yep.
And just tell us a little bit about yourselves, and you know, and we will tell you, you know, what you need to do either to get prepared to buy a home. Maybe you're not ready yet.
Yeah.
You know, we will look at your credit. We'll make a credit assessment on you, and we'll tell you if you're ready, and we'll tell you maybe what you need to do to become prepared.
Yes.
And you know, there's no outlay there. And if you are ready, we'll work with you to tell you, you know, what you should be looking for to be within your budget. But also, you might be surprised to find out that you may be ready now. You might think that you don't have the down payment, or you might be led to believe by different talk shows you hear and everything that you need some extraordinary amount of money down, or that you need the perfect credit.
Yep.
That's not true. If you're responsible, and you know, you can verify your income, and you know, you've had some even minimal amount of down payment, there are a lot of programs out there to help the first-time home buyer, and actually there's programs to help people later in life. You allude to our reverse mortgage program.
Yeah.
Some people might need additional income. They might not be able to afford their mortgage payment, whatever. These people were able to help them because these aren't charity cases. These are people who built equity in their homes. They played the game by the rules. They built equity in their homes. They're the American dream. And they've put themselves in a position where their home could support them in their later years, and we help them with that too.
Yeah. And, you know, there are a lot of different programs out there, a lot of different incentives, especially for first-time home buyers.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. We've given people from as little as $2,000 in home buyers assistance to, believe it or not, as much as $50,000 in some neighborhood stabilization programs. Veterans, we routinely give veterans $10,000. Through the Illinois Housing Development Authority, we are routinely able to give people with pretty substantial incomes. These aren't for destitute folks or whatever.
Right.
You know, give them as much as $8,000.
Yeah.
And we've been able to combine programs, and it's made a big difference. And you know, and people, wherever the money comes from, that's called equity.
Yeah.
And people protect their equity. And these home buyers, they're great for the community. These are people who frequent our stores, our restaurants. You know, that underpins our economy, I think.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of Standard Bank, folks, and we talk about it all the time on the show, is that Standard Bank is involved in communities throughout the state, Chicagoland area, Northwest Indiana,
Yes.
I mean, and you guys give a lot to all communities. I mean, that's the beauty of the bank.
Well, that's what it means to be a community bank. It doesn't mean to put up a nice building with some nice furniture inside and maybe have it landscaped really nice outside. It's about people who live and work in your community, members of your community, participate. I mean, you know, last year we received the Illinois Bankers Association's Community Service Award, and that doesn't come easily. But that's because we care about people's total needs. So, as a mortgage division, yes, I run the mortgage division, but we care about our folks care about the complete person, whether it be their mortgage or their high schooler's checking account, or later on in life trust and investments, and so we care about the complete needs, and even the small businesses in our community. That's a big part of what we do.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what community banking means.
Yep. Well, Nick, I appreciate you coming on board. I do have to mention that you're a proud St. Rita guy too, right? We won't say
Absolutely.
You don't want to go with the year, right? We're just going to say a proud St. Rita guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Play some football back in the day.
Yeah, I played for the legendary Pat Cronin.
There you go.
Those are, never forget that, you know. And,
Yeah, great memories.
Oh yeah, great memories and lifetime friendships.
Yep.
Lifetime friendships.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on board, Nick. It's always great to have
Thank
a
you.
fellow Italian on. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The more the merrier.
You got
The
it.
more the merrier.
All righty.
All right. When we come back, more Rita. We got Brian Coleman, St. Rita hockey, big game Thursday. Opening up the state playoffs, so we're going to talk all things Mustang hockey. So after this Lisa Thomas Salon timeout, stay tuned.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut in style for just $27 and guys get a cut in style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
If you're looking for delicious barbecue in the Southland, no one does it better than Bonapit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. Stop in and try our mouth-watering ribs, tender piled-high pulled pork sandwich with homemade chips, or a perfecta combo in our year-round indoor-outdoor patio. Having a special get-together, Bonapit offers a party room for up to 100 people. Want to watch the big game? Fans can do so on one of our many flat-screen TVs and enjoy $10 domestic bucket specials every Sunday. Bonapit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. No one does barbecue better. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, next guest tonight, St. Rita hockey coach Brian Coleman. Brian, thanks for coming on board, my
Thanks
man.
for having me.
All right, big game Thursday night for the Mustangs. Open up the state playoffs. Hinsdale Central, 7:55 p.m. at Southwest Ice Arena in Crestwood. You've played Hinsdale Central before, beat them 5-3. What's the key to winning this game and advancing, Brian?
Putting pucks in the net. You know, we score, we're going to win.
That's the key.
You know, if we can run them up, you know, get 4, 5, 6 goals. I like our defense. I like our goaltending. I like how our forwards come back, help out. I think, you know, we were able to pump some in. We'll be good.
And two of your top guys offensively, Sam Sirico, right, and Hunter Marcinek.
Absolutely.
Those guys have been pretty consistent. You're going to need other guys to step up, though, right?
Absolutely. I mean, those two are, you know, they're our leading scorers, our forwards. Ryan McGrath is a defenseman that, you know, he's right up there amongst our leading scorers as well. So when you get a defenseman who scores as well as Ryan does, he's definitely got the best shot on the team, runs one of our power play units. So he'll be, you know, a contributor. And then we need the depth. We need the second tier scoring. And we got it. You know, at times, Steve Meisters, he scored a lot of goals. He's been snake bitten a little bit here lately. You know, and we got a lot of, you know, supporting players, Tony Farron, Alex Osveric. And then, you know, our only hat trick of the year was from our only sophomore forward, Cody Gestas. So,
wow.
You know, we have some depth. We just don't have the top tier scoring, you know, that some of the other teams have. So it'll just be.
But it's there. And I know talking to you the other day, you guys have been snake bitten a little bit. And the key to your team is if you can score early, it seems to boost our confidence, and then the floodgates open, right?
Absolutely. Our best games, you know, we were able to score in the first period, you know, get rolling, get a feel for the game, you know, be physical when you need to, and just when, you know, the goalie's standing on his head or we're hitting post, it's
frustrating.
It's real frustrating, and you know, it's tough for anyone, let alone, you know, young men, you know, 17, 18 years old, and but we've been doing a better job, and just hopefully, you know, if it does happen in the playoffs or the state where we run into a hot goalie, you know, we're able to overcome it.
Yep. Well, what did you tell your guys? Because in the Kennedy Cup playoffs, you guys had Fenwick. First game, you guys had a pretty large lead, ended up blowing it. You lost that game, and you lost the second game. How do you get your guys to overcome that? Because I'm sure there was some disappointment. That first game, you win that game, it's probably a whole different series, right?
Sure, absolutely. You know, I thought we played really well the first game. You know, we were rolling, we were up, and had to kill off a 5-on-3, second 5-on-3, and they popped one in. A couple of weird bounces. Next thing you know, we're down, and I told the guys after the game, it's a tough one. You know, sure enough, then, you know, game 2, we didn't have it. after that, just said, take a few days off. We got a lot of time till state, and we've had some really good practices the last 10 days. It's been really high tempo, guys pushing each other. It's exciting to see. Hopefully that we can take it to the next step and not, overcome what was a disappointing result in the Kennedy Cup playoffs.
Yeah, guys got a chance to regroup mentally, physically, and this is a team you've played before. And there's a caveat sitting there: if you knock off Hinsdale Central, you're probably going to get Stevenson, who's regarded as one of the top teams in the state, and it's a team that you've beat. You beat them over the holidays, right?
We did. We beat them in the holiday tournament. We're 1-2 against them, and each game's been a little bit better for us. And obviously, the third time winning has been great. So, seeing them there, but obviously, Thursday's the one that
gotta win.
Matters.
This one,
you don't win Thursday, it's over.
You
So
have to win it. This is your first year as a coach. You took over for Craig Ferguson, legendary.
Yeah,
Fergie,
absolutely.
right? You played for Fergie? Or
Against him.
You played against him
Yeah,
at that point.
absolutely.
Okay. So what's this first year been like for you, man?
It's been a ton of fun. I really enjoyed going to the rink for practice and getting out, and the games are always a ton of fun, especially when the student body shows up. And meeting a lot of 7th and 8th graders who are interested in St. Rita, and just tell them about my experiences and where the program's at now. So it's fun would be the one word I could sum it up in.
So how much of a benefit is it for you when you go and you're talking to these 7th and 8th grade kids, and when you're telling them about St. Rita, having been there, having experienced the whole situation, I mean, it's got to be a huge bonus for you, right?
Absolutely, because I'm speaking from the heart.
Right,
I'm saying, it's a great school, and I know it, and it prepared me for college, for life. And I can tell an 8th grade kid, you go to Rita, you're going to get a great education, you're going to be prepared to go to college, and if you want to play hockey after college or after high school, hopefully our hockey program will prepare you for that.
Yeah. In terms of this kind of, Gerard just told me we need to go to a break, so we're going to wrap this one. We're going to wrap this segment up, go to an athletics timeout. When we come back, more with Coach Coleman, St. Rita Hockey. Stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly, professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, our second guest of the evening, St. Rita hockey coach, Brian Coleman. All right, Brian, first year almost in the books. Hopefully this baby extends well into March. You guys are hoisting the state championship trophy. That'd be awesome. But when you reflect back on this first year, what has been the most difficult situation out of everything you've had to deal with as a first-year coach?
Nothing on ice related. I guess, dealing with young men, 17 and 18-year-olds, they got so much going on in their lives, preparing for college, dances.
Tweeting, they're all on Twitter.
Twitter.
Let me tell you.
I'm bane of my existence now.
Yeah, you and me both.
But in truth, the kids are great. They come to practice. A lot of them just love being at the rink. They work hard. There's no complaints. There was just a lot of stuff where you just getting into it, high school hockey, learning about all the different rules of A-High and the league, and what can we do, what can't we do, where do we get different, equipment, ancillary supplies, how do we do the gate, referees, things like that. Dealing with the day-to-day stuff would be the most difficult thing.
Now, how many times during the season, and I don't know if you're a yeller or not, Brian, but did you have to step back and think, man, I was one of these kids? You know what I mean? Yeah. And you try and reflect back and say, hey, I need to step back a little bit, or I'm being that coach I never thought I would be. Or
have sure.
You had to look outside your own skin a time or two during this, or what?
Oh, absolutely. Basically, my only experience was, junior in college, where it's, a little bit more of a business, where I'd say, you're there to play, and if you don't play well, you don't play, suit up. So, it was, have to step back and realize, hey, this kid might be having a bad day. He might be worried about his exams. And we had to reschedule some games because me not really thinking. I scheduled 2 games during finals at the beginning of the year, so it's
a learning lesson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coach, right?
So
what do you think you need to do? What's the most important aspect to you to get this program back up to a Kennedy Cup championship level?
I think it's right there to be. It's not far away. Good players are in the program as is. Really like the freshmen who took the test. Both being our freshmen who are there now and the 8th graders who took the test. And then just instill a level of compete. I want to see our guys push it a little bit harder, play a little bit faster, and see where the chips lie. Hockey's not a very complex sport.
Yeah. So are you losing a lot senior-wise off this team?
We're going to lose 8. It's going to be, it'll be tough to replace 3 defensemen. So anytime you lose 3 defensemen, that's tough, especially the 3 that log as many minutes as they do. So Tyler Kreitz, Ryan McGrath, Denny Arrigo. So we'll, that'll be tough, but we'll see. That's just the nature of any high school, college sport. You try to reload with what's on the lower levels.
Exactly. And one final question. Now, if you could be commissioner of high school hockey, A-High, and you know how fond they are of the south suburbs, right? What would you like to see happen? What would you do?
Well, dream scenario, people don't have to pay for hockey anymore,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Like Minnesota, where they can have a rink in their backyard and everyone's got one. But truthful, I'd like to see them, from a rule standpoint, they restrict the varsity levels because of people in the past who've abused JV, trying to win JV state championships. And I would never try to sacrifice, winning a JV state at the expense of anything at the varsity.
Yes,
so I think the rules need to be looked at from there, so that the goal should be for a kid to play as many high school games as possible at the varsity level, no matter what. So,
okay, that's good. I like that, man. All right, well, Brian, thanks for coming on board,
Thanks for having
man.
me. I appreciate it.
Good luck Thursday, man. Get out to SIA Thursday, 7:55. Should be a great game. Hinsdale Central, St. Rita. Hopefully St. Rita takes care of business. And then get Stevenson and show those North Suburban guys a thing or two. Right, Brian?
Absolutely.
All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. When we return, text poll question of the week sponsored by Standard Bank right here. Chance to win a $50 gift card. Players of the week, coach of the week. We'll be back.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oakbrook Promenade.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is a place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bona Pit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar or call ahead for pickup. Bona Pit in Palos Heights. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, Standard Bank text poll question of the week, chance to win a $50 gift card, compliments of our good friends at Standard Bank. All right, St. Rita flavor. How many consecutive Kennedy Cup titles did St. Rita win in recent memory here? Okay, just happened not too long ago. Text A for 3 straight, B for 8 straight, C for 6 straight, or D for 5 consecutive Kennedy Cup championships. Text 708-365-8501 with your response, A, B, C, or D. Texter number 3 with the correct response was a $50 gift card. Compliments of Standard Bank. Good luck. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week, giving it to my alma mater. All right, Eisenhower's Calviante Washington scored a school record 53 points during a 118-80 victory over Oak Lawn. So we're going to hook up Calviante with a $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oakbrook. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, Andrew Girls Hoopster Michelle Borgen scored 30 points during the Thunderbolts 79-70 win over Lincoln Way Central. We're going to hook up Michelle with a nice little goodie bag, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon, some products, a gift card, a t-shirt, all kinds of good stuff. And the Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse Coach of the Week, let's give the Providence hockey coach Nick Iacaccio, guided the Celtics to their first ever Catholic League regular season championship, and they are currently waiting the winner of Bennett and Notre Dame for the Kennedy Cup Finals. That is something special. All right, folks, we're going to hook him up with a $25 gift card from Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. Hope you enjoyed the show. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.
At Standard Bank, we help our neighbors make tomorrow brighter. Families count on us for personal service and banking convenience. Business owners find smart solutions and the resources to capitalize on new opportunities. It's one thing to locate in a community, quite another to invest in it. That's what we do at Standard Bank. We're people you know, services that make your life easier, and financial strength you can count on. We're Standard Bank, in your neighborhood.